Hello everyone. Today I'm going to be focusing on Bitcoin wallets. One of the biggest hurdles to people getting into Bitcoin is that they just don't understand how it works. And in my experience, when people don't understand something, they either fear it, disdain it, or dismiss it. The good news is that it's easier than ever to understand Bitcoin. And the first step to figuring it out is learning how to send and receive it. This means learning about cryptocurrency wallets. This is the first and the most important step to understanding cryptocurrency. Now, before we start, let's talk about what a wallet actually is. Wikipedia says that it's something that stores the public and private keys which can be used to receive or spend a cryptocurrency. A lot of people think that bitcoins themselves are stored on your computer, but really they're just an abstraction. Instead, as Wikipedia says, your wallet maintains keys which allow you to send your coins from one address to another on the network. Confused yet? Let me break it down. First, let's define address. An address is defined by the Bitcoin Wiki as an identifier of 26 to 35 alphanumeric characters beginning with the number 1 or 3 that represents a possible destination for a Bitcoin payment. Alright, so that's a mouthful, but maybe it's easier to just show you. This is what a Bitcoin address looks like. There it is, just a series of letters and numbers, nothing complicated. You can think of this as something similar to a bank account number. If you're going to send Bitcoin to someone, they'll tell their wallet software to generate an address like this, and then they'll give that address to you. While addresses can be reused, there are reasons why they shouldn't be, so you should think of this as more of a one-time use bank account number. Many wallets also allow you to generate a QR code, which is an image that represents an address. This white and black box is one such code. QR codes are readable by many wallets and other apps. This way, if you want to send Bitcoin to someone, you can simply scan their code instead of having to copy and paste a long string of letters and numbers. This greatly simplifies things. In fact, it's easy to imagine a future in which your bill at a restaurant, for example, has a QR code on it, and then you just scan it with your phone and pay for your food using a cryptocurrency like Bitcoin. As you can see, a wallet is really just a piece of software that lets you easily send and receive Bitcoin. It keeps track of addresses you've generated, it keeps track of the private key for each address, and it keeps track of your transaction history. Here are some examples courtesy of Bitcoin.org. As you can see, there are many different Bitcoin wallets that provide many different features. Now, since this video is just an introduction, I'm not going to go into too much detail on any individual wallet. Instead, let's talk about types of wallets. After all, you're probably wondering why there are so many different wallets, since they presumably all are meant to do the same thing, right? Well, not exactly. Alright, so to start with, the simplest type of wallet is a custodial wallet, sometimes also called an online wallet. This is a wallet which you don't actually control the private keys for. Using one means that you don't have real control over your Bitcoin. Instead, you're trusting some third party to care for your coins. In effect, this is pretty similar to using PayPal and trusting them not to make off with your money. Examples of custodial wallets are usually exchanges like Coinbase, Binance, Poloniex, Bitfinex, and more. However, a custodial wallet could also be any sort of online wallet not directly managed by you, such as when you, say, let a gambling site like Betmoose hold on to your coins. Hardcore Bitcoin enthusiasts often take a pretty dim view of keeping money in custodial wallets long term. In fact, there's a phrase that often gets repeated: not your keys, not your Bitcoin. It means that if you don't have access to your private keys, you don't actually own your own coins. There's an element of truth in this. If, for example, an exchange goes down, like Mt. Gox did in 2014, you could lose all the coins that you have sitting on that exchange. Just be careful out there, and for safety's sake, don't keep large amounts of coins on an untrustworthy exchange. A hardware wallet is a specially designed physical device which is built to store Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies. The most famous hardware wallets are the Ledger and the Trezor. Now, these are some of the more expensive options to store cryptocurrencies, but arguably they're also the safest. I'm including links in the description of this video for where you can buy these. A mobile wallet is any wallet software which runs on a phone. I'm partial to the idea of buying an Android phone specifically for the purpose of holding cryptocurrency and keeping it turned off with the battery taken out when you're not using it. It's a lot like having a very inexpensive hardware wallet, and as long as you aren't using the phone for any purpose other than the wallet, you're probably safe. One of my favorite wallets is Coinomi, which is a mobile wallet. I've written an article about this on my site, which I'll put in the description of this video. A paper wallet is exactly what it sounds like, a piece of paper with your private keys written on it. If the paper wallet has both an address and a private key printed on it, you could in theory send and receive Bitcoins with just a sheet of paper. Be careful not to let anyone see your private key though. By the way, like addresses, private keys can be turned into QR codes. Sometimes, instead of private keys, a word phrase is used. This recovery phrase can be plugged into wallet software like Coinomi in order to restore a wallet. Sometimes this is called a brain wallet, because in theory you could memorize the 24 words, destroy all your devices and backups in a volcano, and still be able to access your coins at a later date. Imagine being able to go anywhere in the world with the majority of your wealth simply by virtue of having some words in your head. A multi-wallet is wallet software which actually contains different wallets inside of it. Remember that each cryptocurrency uses different wallet software. This means that it's not possible to use a Bitcoin wallet to, for example, hold Ethereum. My preferred wallet, Coinomi, is both a mobile wallet and a multi-wallet. It allows one to hold almost any cryptocurrency without any hassle. Okay, so that was my introduction to Bitcoin wallets. Later in this series, I'll talk more about specific wallets and get into the details on how to use them. Remember that all the wallet types I've described serve the same basic purpose, to help you safely hold, send, and receive cryptocurrency. It may seem complicated at first, but if you keep watching my videos, you'll be a crypto expert in no time. Remember to like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video, as it really helps my channel to grow. Thanks for watching and have a great day.